Hey, tech enthusiasts. Welcome to FocustChats, the ultimate blend of technology, fun, and education. I'm Becky Faith, your host on this thrilling ride. At FocustApps, we're all about the game-changing power of tech. And with FocustChats, we're handing you the tools to rock it. Let's get focused. Welcome to FocustChats. I'm your host, Becky Faith. And today I have the pleasure of introducing you to Joey Duff and Ryan DeCoster of Pinnacle Roofing. Thank you all for being here today.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
You're welcome. I just want to get started by saying the roofing industry is known for its challenges and its opportunities. I'm curious about how you all started this journey in getting into roofing, and share a little bit about your backgrounds.
I'll go first. For me, I was in the industry running a branch for a company that sold construction materials, and befriended someone that really perked my interest in roofing. Always had that entrepreneurial spirit in myself, and so that was kind of the start of the original roofing company. And ran that for about 10 years, and then in the last few years Ryan and I got together. His background is definitely quite interesting, getting into this, which he can speak on as well. But for us, for me personally, it was just being your own boss. Roofing is very challenging. It's hard work. It's something that you have to have a spirit for it. You have to have a toughness for it. You have to have the ability to wake up every day and really put a max effort into it, because it's dangerous. It's again challenging. Every day is a new job. So staying healthy, staying fit, staying focused is very important in roofing. And everyone that does roofing, they know, and they're rock stars in their own way, because it's a field that is something that most people really don't have what it takes to perform every day.
Sure, especially I would think getting up on the roof and with the different types of weather, and it's scary, and you can get hurt. It's very dangerous. Yes.
I think that was great. My story's very unconventional in how I got into all this. Going back, Joey and I have known each other for over 20 years. Played high school baseball together. After high school, I went off to the military, did 6 years active duty in the Navy, was a Navy corpsman. I served in Hurricane Katrina. I worked with the CIA down in Cuba, taking care of all the high-profile detainees. And then last 4 years I did with the Marine Infantry Unit, served in Iraq. While I was being in the medical field side of things, there were some physicians that I had really valued as mentors. And so I decided after I got out of the military, I wanted to become a physician. So I came back to Kentucky, went to the University of Kentucky, did undergrad in 3 years. Then I did an MD and a PhD at UK as well. And then after that, matched into plastic surgery at Stanford University. Wow. So I'm married. I've got 2 kids. We moved our whole family in 2020 out to Palo Alto to start plastic surgery residency. And when I got out there, I've been on this lifelong quest to achieve these certain things, and I kind of got to the top of the mountain, and it just wasn't perhaps what I thought it would be. And so I pivoted, went a different direction. I resigned that position, came back to Kentucky, and Joey and I were at a spot in our careers and lives where partnering up made sense. And we'd actually, I think probably in like 2014, kind of went down these roads to begin with. So it wasn't a new conversation. It's something we had talked about before, but at that time I wanted to stay on the current track that I was on and stuff. But nevertheless, left Stanford, came back here, and outside of my wife and kids, hands down the best decision, and probably one of the coolest things I've ever been a part of.
That's awesome. That's incredible. It just goes to show that being an entrepreneur and living the American dream and being able to do what you want to do and how you want to do it is very important in life, isn't it? After you go through certain things, you realize that. So that's awesome. That's incredible. Very good. Very good. So basically, in a competitive field like roofing, what inspired you to start Pinnacle Roofing?
Partnership.
Okay.
Me personally, the people that you go in business with, it doesn't matter what you do. Construction, whatever it is. For us, I think the partnership is really what matters, and doing it with people that you care about.
Yes.
And then when you have that, you can accomplish anything. And so for us, our families, my wife and kids, we're at different places. I have older children, and so the challenges that we have and their life and where they're at and finishing high school and college, it's really neat that we're going through that. He has younger children, and seeing them grow through this at different phases. For me, it was when my children were at that age, the business was so young, and so there was those challenges. For him, in a company that's a little more mature, but it's changed so much, so he's went through a lot of changes as well, and growth and opportunity, and his kids are going through that. So it's pretty neat to kind of see both of us. But then also you go back to the history of, we've known each other since we're kids. And so, his wife went to high school with, and they know my wife, and, so the importance of family
Absolutely.
and the partnership and who you do it with is really what really matters in all of this.
Yes, and then too, that just carries over to when you have your customers and you have that partnership, that relationship with them, that business relationship. I think by having that partnership like you all have, it just helps you grow your business because you take care of your customers by treating them like family. You care enough about them, like you do your own family. So very good. In the service industry, customers' satisfaction is paramount. How would you describe Pinnacle's roofing approach to customer service?
Yeah, I think we take customer service very seriously. I think on the individual customer level, we try to, tying back into the last part, family, we treat everybody's roof. The idea is, with our sales folks, every customer interaction, it's like, your grandmother's roof or your mother's roof. And from start to finish, we want that kind of experience, leave it better than you found it, go above and beyond. And that's kind of, tying back into the family approach and all that.
Absolutely. Very good. Okay. The roofing market in Lexington and surrounding counties is pretty competitive, I would think. What sets Pinnacle Roofing apart from other companies in your area?
I'd say outside of the credentialing we can get into later is consistency. It's trying to do the same thing, narrow our focus down to, we're a just roof only company. And we try not to do multiple trades and try to water down our process and our capabilities and try to do more than what we can do. So for us is the singular focus on doing one thing, doing it well, having a process. And then if we step outside of that process, it feels odd to us, and we need to go back and change and fix and get it to where it needs to be. So I think consistency for us on the install side, the customer experience side, is giving everyone the same every time, and give them that focus, that energy that we can bring to the table, from education to walking a customer through from the beginning to end, what to expect, things that challenges of putting on the roof or taking it off, the neighbors, how it does change up the whole day. As much as we can give it to the customer and sit down, explain, walk through it also allows them to be prepared, from young children to dogs to getting up that day. It's a big ordeal bringing in the crew and everything that needs to be done. It's a full day production, and but the consistency in that is very key for us.
Another thing that sets us apart is we're willing to adapt. There are a lot of roofing contractors in this industry that are stuck in their ways. They won't adapt and bring in new technologies. They won't change with the times. They won't bring in new products. They won't bring in things from other markets. Joey and I continuously, we go to conferences, we go to places where we surround ourselves by smarter people in the room so we can take those things and learn back and bring new products and offer more value to our customers. I think that's something that's very different in our market.
Yes, I would agree, and I think that's incredible that you all focus on that. You realize that you have to stay up to par with what's going on, and continuing education and staying on top of trends. And I love the fact about thinking about the neighbors. I think that's incredible. I've had my roof put on before, and I was worried about the neighbors being affected by it. But yes, I think that's incredible to hear that coming from business owners saying that. So very good, very good. I understand that you all are a GAF Master Elite Contractor. How do you go about doing that, and what makes that special? I mean, based on your website, it looks really incredible.
Every major shingle manufacturer has a contractor program. And so the contractor program is designed to separate just, guys that, roof out of their, truck or home, garage, however, to more of a business-minded type company. And with that is, there's certain things. It's predictability, it's limiting liability risk, things like that. But also for us is getting to those contractor programs. It just sets you above, the competition and lets you know that there's a little bit more, from background checks to quality checks to training. And so on and so forth, being fully insured. I know that's a big thing in our industry as well, but there's a check and balance that goes along with being in those contractor programs. With that, GAF has probably one of the most coveted ones. It's a Master Elite program. Only 2% of roofing contractors would even qualify for that, and hitting some of the requirements to get into that program. And for us, our company is that we're Master Elite, but we also this past year achieved President's Club, which is another distinction within that to let you know that you're out of the group of Master Elites, you're just a little bit better and you've been doing it a little bit longer. And so for a homeowner, that allows them to know that company's coming out, that the quality's there, the assurance is there, that you're dealing with a company that has been vetted, been doing it for a while. And so it really gives a customer peace of mind, from warranties to installation, and then the way that the products are engineered and designed, that we're putting it onto manufacturer specifications.
Yeah, that's incredible. I love it. Great. Congratulations, by the way. That's good. The construction industry, including roofing, is constantly evolving. And what are some of the biggest challenges facing in the roofing industry today?
I think in our market, there's a current shift going on that last year we impacted pretty significantly with storm damage. There is a big change in the insurance industry right now in terms of coverage.
We've all been paying for that.
That is coming down the road, and where other things like financing are being incorporated for homeowners. And
I would say some of the biggest challenges coming in is along with the competition is that the homeowner responsibility in roofing is going to have to be a little bit more than what the history has shown us, as far as having an insurance company coming in, being able to pay for it. With the weather patterns and as expensive as roofing materials is becoming, labor and things like that, is that the homeowner is going to have to start chipping in a little bit more, maybe vetting companies a little bit differently. Understand that deductibles, we're all seeing it. Car deductibles are high, home deductibles are high, insurance, even if you didn't have a claim, you're paying a little bit more this year than you did last year. That's the norm. And so with some of these policy changes in the roofing industry, as far as insurance goes, homeowners, that's where a company like us is, that we come in and we give you options. You can finance this that fits your budget. You can get the roof that you want, the protection you want, the type of warranties that protect your home for years to come. And so not depending so much on an insurance payout and what that all entails and all the stuff that comes with that. And there's a lot of back and forth. There's a lot of working those type of claims versus just getting in, knowing you have an issue, let's get it taken care of, let's get the right roof for you, right system. And really kind of tending, the roof to what the customer needs and wants. That's probably the biggest challenge right now. I mean, you would think that labor, putting the roof on, but right now, if you're a good company, people want to work for you. And roofing is challenging, but it's also lucrative for the labor side as well. So if you do a good job and you keep people busy and you put on a good product, that's not as much of a challenge as what we're facing with the insurance industry right now.
Okay. I noticed that on your website you had, a guide of how to go about a claim. And I would say that has a lot to do with it, is trying to help people understand what they need to do. Do you help them with that, or when you say they need to, we as the customer really needs to get involved and understand claims and insurance and understand what they've got to do and all of that?
Well, damage is not necessarily an insurance claim. I mean, people do have damage on the roof that's just due to wear and tear. A bad, install, bad shingle, or just age. So damage is not always an insurance concern or issue or something they need to be involved in. So our process is, don't wait until it leaks. until you're sitting at home or come back from vacation and you happen to see there's a mess inside the home, is to get your roof checked just to see what you have. And for us is we don't steer everything down the insurance. That's not a game that we want to play, and we know that costs everybody in the grand scheme of things. Is that homeowners just need to know that damage comes in many forms, and some of those damages the homeowners are responsible for. It's no different than your car or anything else. If you got changed brakes, it's not an insurance deal, right? So there's maintenance, there's stuff like that. So for us, we have Hague certified inspectors. We require everybody that's out selling, inspecting roofs to have the formal training of understanding what they're looking at and diagnosing whatever it is correctly, and for us, we don't drive things toward, if it's there, it's there. If we're in an area that has hail damage, that's obviously what we're looking for, and we document it correctly and then follow those steps. But our how-to is just people that know that they have an older roof. It doesn't look like it did 10 years ago. There might be an issue. And so there's a lot of roofs that we look at that your roof is in good shape, it's old, it's got some mold growth on it, it's not leaking, it's in good shape. But if you're interested in, we have other options, financing or just pay for it, however, whatever interests the customer. But that's what we do is just giving customers options and then let them know what's on the roof.
That's interesting you say that because a lot of in the neighborhood that I'm in, I have a lot of roofers come because after hail came or after a storm came or whatever, but I normally don't see them when I probably really need to see them, because I know it's good to see you and think in my mind, okay, I know my roof is older and I do have a little leak here. Maybe they need to look at that. I think it's incredible that you just go out there and say, hey, it's not just because hail came or whatever, we want to help you, and and we'll do a good job for you. So I like that. Very good, very good. Looking ahead, what are your goals for Pinnacle Roofing in the coming years?
I think to be a company that people can look at and through the reviews, through the customer experience, being out in the community, doing good works. We do have a Pinnacle Cares initiative that we go out and support other nonprofits as well through volunteering, using our platform to show their cause, to bring as much awareness to whatever the cause is. But for us, I think is to grow and to add value. To say there's a company that is more than just a roofing company, that they are in the Little League baseball fields and local high schools. They invest in the communities in which they work in, and they're not coming in and leaving like some storm companies do, and they go back home to other states. We're here, we're from here. We grew up, Kentucky's home. It's always going to be home. Our kids are going to schools, in this community. And it's just giving back and knowing that we're just been a responsible, caring company.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I can definitely tell that, just by talking to you all, it's incredible. And I know you said that you work in the community. Do you also get involved in charitable, opportunities and go there? Is that the Pinnacle Care? Can you just touch on that just a little bit more?
Yeah, that's an initiative we started earlier this year through some mentors we have in another part of the country. And like Joey was saying, the whole idea, the mission, we don't take any money through that. And we take some of the profits from Pinnacle Roofing itself and take Pinnacle Roofing Cares, and we go partner with other nonprofits. Typically, we try to support major causes throughout 12 months of the year, whatever happens to line up that month. And we try to give publicity to those to those nonprofits in order to support their cause, their mission. So sometimes that might mean financial donations. It might mean co-branding with them or putting them out there on billboards. We recently did an interview, kind of podcast style like this, where we're just trying to bring awareness to the mission that they're trying to support.
Yeah, that's great. I love that. Choosing the right roofing contractor, of course, is crucial for homeowners. What advice would you give homeowners looking to choose a roofer, and maybe what should they look for and to stay away from?
I think, we're in an age of information, and we have so much at our fingertips now that vetting a company should be something that every homeowner with confidence can do in their privacy of their home. But I think any roofing company that's out there, you should be able to find website, Google reviews, location, brick and mortar type things. When you kind of get into that, you're dealing with a business, a company, and a reputation, and there's a lot of thought, revenue, time spent in building a roofing company and doing it the right way. So vetting a company is, again, it's not a certain brand, but it's finding the right company that fits what you want. They're easy to find online. They're easy with Better Business Bureau reviews, being able to kind of use the website or other avenues to kind of get a picture of a view of this company. But also at the same time is, don't just look at one company, look at multiple companies and start, a list of questions and interview and bring a company in and ask questions. And through that process, you'll find more questions to ask. Sure. And then just do your due diligence, and then also referrals, if neighbors and people have had experience with them, things like that. But I would always, if I brought in a roofing company, I would want to know their credentialing, insurance, past works. If there's anybody as far as a name, number, referral that I can call and kind of get there, an address to run by, look at the project itself, kind of a type, like-minded home, say, hey, I want to see if you're capable of doing this project. And then I think going through 2 or 3 roofing companies will allow you to see, one should, step up and stand out for sure.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
Okay. And because of that, after they pick, they go through that, which I think is great. I take the time to learn, ask questions, and figure it out. And then when you have to invest, I noticed that you all have a lot of different avenues that you can go financially. Would you all like to touch on that?
Well, like we talked about before, insurance work is a big part of this market, and understanding how to navigate the insurance process is one value that we add for our customers. We're very good at that. At the same time, working with the insurance companies, we know when to avoid having a homeowner file a claim that's just not worth it. Alternative to that, we do offer financing through a third party that gives the homeowner some options, perhaps some things outside of the insurance work where they, like Joey said, where they have damage, or maybe they want to do an exterior makeover and start changing from the top down their gutters, their windows, then the siding and whatnot. So those are a couple of different ways that we can provide different values for the homeowner to improve one of their primary assets.
Okay, very good. I like that. I liked all the different choices that you gave people. Very thorough, and I've dealt with having to put my roof on, and I can say I wish I'd shopped it around and knew about you all, because this is great. Okay, credentials. Let's talk about that. We've talked a little bit about it, but let's get into that and elaborate on your certifications and the credentials.
Yeah, well, we're the only, and if you look at the state of Kentucky, we're the only veteran-owned company that is a GAF Master Elite, 2-star President's Club, 2 years consecutive running, triple excellence award-winning company in the entire state. And so, and all that sounds great and whatnot, but like I said, we're veteran-owned. We employ veterans. We support veterans initiatives. We have a program with a GAF through the Roofs for Troops where we provide a rebate. We match a rebate to the veterans that we do roofs for. And then at the same time, tying back into those GAF Master Elite credentials, that's renewed on a yearly basis. And so what that means, in addition to the other awards that I mentioned, the President's Club, the Triple Excellence Award, is we have to be doing a certain number of roofs every year. There's a volume component to it. You can't have claims against you. Okay, so you got to be taking care of your customers at the same time. And then you have to be committed to annual training with your sales force and the other people in the company that are having those customer interactions. Those are the things that sets us apart from everybody else.
Absolutely.
Even the other Master Elites who have been doing it for a while do a very good job, but we're even a step above where they're at.
That's great. Congratulations. That's wonderful. Can you tell me the area that you service?
Yeah, our area has really grown significantly over the last couple of years. We've primarily been focused in the central Kentucky market, but we've found ourselves expanding into western Kentucky, up north toward Cincinnati, and even toward the southern border, headed toward Knoxville. So right now, there's probably not anywhere in Kentucky that we wouldn't go. And if our customers, they have an interesting way of finding us through word of mouth, referrals. We're very big in that. The internet's obviously very powerful. We get calls from all over the United States right now. We can't go all over the United States, but there is a vision we have for Pinnacle Roofing. When Joey was talking about, being a big partner in the local communities and supporting all that, we want to be in every community, and Pinnacle is on track to become a national brand, and that's a vision that we have for it.
That's wonderful.
As well. So.
Absolutely.
That's great. That's great. Well, I would like for our audience to be able to reach you, and when they need a roof, or just ask more questions that they would like. How can they get a hold of you?
Yeah, you can find us online at https://pinnacleroofingteam.com. Easiest, we like to talk to our customers. Just give us a call, main number 859-800-ROOF or 859-800-7663. But also through the website, if you want to reach out, there's some customer intake, you can email us, but just give us a call, and we love to have that conversation and find out, what your needs are, and how we can provide value and address what your concerns are, and go from there.
Great. Great. Thank you all for being with us today. I wish you all much success in going across the United States and accomplishing your vision. I have no doubt that you won't make you'll be very, very successful. So congratulations, and I'm so thankful to get to meet you both.
Well, thank you very much for your time.